Right, anyway, let's pop this article up on the screen right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details of this. I'll explain exactly what you need to know. All right, so remember last year, it was in March of last year, the president signed an executive order no longer distributing paper checks out of any federal government entity or agency. That includes Social Security, it includes the Treasury, it includes everything. They don't send out paper checks anymore from that order out of the president, okay? So with that being said, this is actually impacting beneficiaries in a pretty massive way. For those people that have not transitioned into electronic payments, in other words, if you are not getting direct deposit and you were reliant on paper payments to be hitting your mailbox, that doesn't happen anymore. Apparently, like it said, like in this article here, they've apparently started freezing the distribution of paper payments to Social Security beneficiaries that'll no longer be hitting mailboxes anymore for these individuals because they need to transition into electronic payments, direct deposits into a bank account, a checking account, a savings account, or the other option that would also be fine is a Direct Express card, which I know that a lot of you here in this community also do have Direct Express cards. So you might be wondering, but wait, what do I need to do? I'm a beneficiary. I get my monthly benefits deposited into a bank account, deposited onto a Direct Express card. What do I need to do? The answer is nothing. Nothing. If you are already on electronic payments, in other words, if you're getting deposits right into your bank account every single month as a deposit, direct deposit, you don't need to do anything. You're already good. The people that are being impacted by this are the ones that have not transitioned into electronic payments, as in direct deposit onto a Direct Express card or into a bank account so that the Social Security Administration can automatically send those payments to you. If you have not transitioned into that, that is what we're talking about here. Now, what the Social Security Administration is requiring is for somebody to authenticate their identification, as in verify their ID, by basically using a login.gov or id.me, okay? Now, you might be thinking, wait, like, WTF, like what is all this, right? I agree with you. The best thing that I would suggest doing here, and again, you certainly don't need to do this. If you don't want to, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you the steps on the easiest ways to do this. If you have not signed up for a My Social Security account on the Social Security website, I would highly recommend doing that. Here's the deal. I've been talking about this for a while now, which is this. The new agenda out of the Social Security Administration is the new digital first agenda. They've made it very clear. The new acting commissioner, Frank Bisignano, has made this very clear. This is the new agenda for Social Security, the digital first agenda. My point with that is they want 200 million people signed up with a My Social Security account through the Social Security website. They want us to go digital. They don't want us calling anymore. They don't want us going to physical offices. We can still do that. They don't want us to. We're trying to get away from that. That's the whole point here. Point being is that when you sign up for a My Social Security account on the Social Security website, again, it's totally free, right on the Social Security website, ssa.gov, you will then be prompted to basically set up a login.gov or an id.me login there. Those are the two that they are requiring, okay? Point being is that when you sign up there, you can then authenticate your identification. You can authenticate that it's really you by doing that, and you can do everything that you need through that method. You can set up for your direct deposits there. You can change your information there. You have a lot of flexibility through your My Social Security account, again, right there on the Social Security website. Now, I've said this many times before. I have a login. I only go on there maybe 3 times a year or so, give or take a little bit. I don't go on there very often, which, by the way, I've been meaning to go on. I will probably do that after I get done filming this video, right? I'll probably go on. I've been meaning to go on there. I keep forgetting. Just to look around, make sure everything looks good. I haven't been on in a few months, so might as well log on there. But my point being is that it's a great resource to have. There's a lot of flexibility and optionality that you have through your My Social Security account, and that's basically what they're suggesting is that if you are somebody that never transitioned into electronic payments, as in direct deposits, a Direct Express card, something like that, they want you to do that. And again, they're basically saying, and again, according to this article here, apparently SSA is freezing payments going out to these individuals that have not transitioned into electronic payments because they don't send out paper payments anymore. They do not do it. They got away from that. because they want to cut expenses out of the federal government, and they also want to safeguard the beneficiaries because apparently paper payments are 16 times more likely to be lost or taken in the mail versus a direct deposit. Costs very little. It's like a couple cents to send one of those, and it's like flawless, right? I mean, for the most part, it basically hits the account with a very short amount of time, and it costs very little, and the accuracy is very, very good on these. So anyway, just want you to be very aware of this, what's going on. Otherwise, if you're already set up for direct deposits or you have a Direct Express card, you're good. You don't have to do, anything as far as the authentication or verification of your ID. I would still recommend signing up for a My Social Security account if you want to. You don't have to. I don't really care if you do or not. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's not my style. But I am here to say, to make your life easier, it is actually pretty nice to have a My Social Security account. You only need to go on it maybe 2 or 3 times a year at most, but it has a lot of flexibility for you and a lot of great resources there for you. And again, it has all of your personalized information right there on the account that you can check and verify and make sure everything looks good for you. All right, anyway, as always, if you happen to be one of the 70 million people on Medicare, again, call Chapter there. I can't tell you how many comments I've seen so far this year. People reaching out saying, my plan is not good. Can't see my doctor. Can't go to my office. Can't go to my clinic. My prescriptions have increased substantially. Call Chapters, see what options you have, talk to a trusted advisor, see what they can find for you. They have 20,000 plus plans available to them that they can look across to find the best options for what you need personally to find the right Medicare coverages for you, okay? Anyway, bring your list of questions. Whatever else you got. They're going to ask you about your 3 Ps, by the way. Your preferences, what do you want? Your prescribers,